up guys, and welcome to a very sunny Canterbury. But let's imagine it is dark and spooky because today we are going to go on a little ghost tour in celebration of the spooky season. This is Kent's most haunted city, supposedly, whether you believe in that or not. So I've got the sun behind me, so it's not the best picture. Yeah, whether you believe in the supernatural or not, it's just a bit of fun. So I thought we'll come along here and I'll take you to show you the haunted parts of the city. So let's go. Just a river stour and take a punting trip along here. As ever, it's a very busy day here in Canterbury, full of tourists. So many creepy looking alleys along just off the main street of Canterbury. You can definitely see this kind of thing in an old scary film. Look at that. This is All Saints Court. Wonder how old this is. Should go through there. So just returning back to the main street. It's the next road that we want to go on anyway for our first stop. So just off the main road is the Friars. And if we carry along here, we will get to the Marlow Theatre. This is Canterbury's main theatre. There has also been some ghostly activity on this site, not at the new theatre, which is this one, the theatre that once stood here. Yes, there used to be a ghostly figure that used to be able to be seen on stage sometimes during performances. Just off the road that the theatre's on is the church with the graveyard. And then back onto the main street. At the end of Canterbury High Street is this Westgate Tower. We're going to be going beyond that for our next haunted spot. Got lots of construction works going on at the moment here in Canterbury. Yes, Westgate Tower there. Now on the other side, so here we're coming up to Bishop's Finger. It's said that a housekeeper named Ellen Blean discovered either her husband or employer's affair. She poisoned both adulterers and went missing after. Her body was eventually found within the walls of a building, and her ghost is said to haunt this inn and the street it's on. Beside the Falstaff, which is one of Canterbury's and Kent's best hotels. Yes, here it is. It's an ancient city, look. There's so many little hidden bits to Canterbury. If you just stop at any given moment and just look up, just look at the buildings. There's so many beautiful buildings. Very old city. New coffee shops popped up since I've last been. Probably the most beautiful and historic building, certainly along the high street here, is the old weaver's house, which is over 500 years old, though with foundations from the 12th century. It also has reports of a paranormal presence, described as a grey lady observed ascending the staircase. You've just got this right opposite. Look how tiny that door is. This is the Beanie House of Knowledge. It's like a library. You often have free events going on there. More beautiful buildings. We are going to go down the King's Mile. This is my favourite part of Canterbury down here. Lots of specialty coffee shops, little bistros and boutiques.
I'd get another one.
To your left, my little friend, is where the boats are.
And this is the little square just before you enter the cathedral. The entrance is still under construction. Here it is. Stunning. This is above the cathedral entrance. Of course, the cathedral itself is said to be haunted, one ghost being that of Simon Sudbury, an archbishop here who was beheaded. Another ghost is of a monk wandering around the cloisters. Then there is the so-called dark passage within the cathedral, where a woman is said to have been buried alive and her ghost can often be seen on a Friday evening. It is said that if you witness her, you will perish yourself soon after. I love these streets just outside the cathedral though. Some cobblestones. I've stopped along here. I don't actually know which property it is, but this is Westgate. And along here somewhere, one of these houses, I believe, there once stood a house a woman lived in, and she reported seeing a ghostly figure of a man often, and his arm was bent out of shape. She then went on to find his remains buried in the house and gave him a Christian burial. And after which he seemed a lot happier the next time she saw him. So that's a nice little tale. Fenwick is the big department store here in Canterbury, and we're just in time to see them put up their Christmas lights. Sorry, it is windy, I hope you can hear me. I might have to do a voiceover. But behind Fenwick is the start of the city walls, the remnants of the city walls, which you can still walk along today on this very windy October day. Again, more construction work going on. We haven't chosen the right time to do this. Pause if you want to read this. The whole of the park's cordoned off. I wonder why. I have taken us along here because you will see all along here are these towers. People used to live in these towers. I guess the people who used to look out, whoever lived here back in the day, reported seeing a ghostly figure of a man. Not only did they see him though, but they also claimed that this ghostly figure used to tuck him in at night. But if you do visit, it's quite a nice walk along here. Hopefully they don't have all the construction going on when you visit. Yeah, so I'm going to take you along to one or two more stops now. I haven't got much time, so we'll quickly go there. So the bus station is just behind Whitefriars here, and this is the main shopping area. Yeah, lots of the usual high street shops along here. But if we keep walking past Primark, I'll show you our next spot. And directly opposite when you come out of The arcade is Tiny Tim's Tea Room. This is one of the more infamous stories of ghostly activity here in Canterbury. Workers who were restoring the building during the 2000s reported hearing the sounds of children playing on the staircase, strange noises in the attic and whispering in a panelled room where they had found the objects from several children. Customers of the tea room can access the upstairs areas where the ghostly noises were heard, and there are photos of the objects and some other info about the restaurant's history. Along this street there's also said to be a ghost of a girl in grey clothing. So I hope you enjoyed that trip to Canterbury, and I've just scratched the surface. There were so many haunted tales in the city here, so you could definitely find more. But yeah, I will try and keep these Kent videos up, so please consider subscribing. You can also find me at Southeast Foodies on TikTok, where I do weekly things to do roundups of places to go and things to do in Kent. So yeah, let me know what else you would like to see on the channel as well.